is up, soul family? It is Sunday. I am outside and I am painting. And what I'm painting today, or I should say who, is Ganesha. Goddess Ganesha, widely revered Hindu deity, known as the remover of obstacles and the god of new beginnings. Remember I was talking to you guys the other day about new beginnings? I was in line at the drugstore in my car to pick up my prescriptions because I'm going to have dental surgery in a few weeks and I'm waiting for the approval for my insurance. Anyway, long story short, I am resonating with this goddess. And this goddess is often depicted with 4 arms, 1 axe, a rope with a sweep in one hand with his palm out, symbolizing the removal of attachments, pulling toward the highest goal, rewarding spiritual discipline, and blessing and protecting those on the spiritual path. I resonate with this goddess. So I'm going to ask that just for the heck of it, look up Goddess Ganesh or Ganesha. Okay, this is me doing a rough, I know there's a lot of people that sketch things out. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I like to just full on go into my painting. So anyhow, happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. But my message today to you, aside from hoping you have a great day, and that is solely up to you, decide every day that when your eyes open, that it's going to be a good day and something good is going to happen. When the tower moments of my life happened and how I learned to get from there to here was by letting go of everything. Number one, I had no choice. The universe turned mine and my children's lives upside down because we all were not happy, but I was the mom, their dad was the dad, we were the adults. And we were not happy. And realize every day when you complain to the universe, instead of embracing your happiness and being grateful, the universe is going to fix it for you. They're going to say, okay, because as I told you, the universe is a carnivore, and the universe is busily trying to give you what it is you're wanting. So the more praise you can give to your life and your situation, the better. So think about it. But you've got to be genuine, because guess what? The universe knows when you aren't genuine either. When you're just going through the motions and you're just pretending, the universe knows your heart. And who is the creator of our universe? God. God knows everything. God knows. God sees. You can't hide. Anyway, long story short, all the complaining. So the universe said, okay, we're going to make a change for you. And if you don't willingly make that change for yourself, the universe will do it for you. In my case, that's exactly what happened. I asked for a divorce, and the universe just went, rip, okay, that's it. And everything began. And so, what got me from there to here since the year 2015 was learning to be quiet and observe. And I learned to like being outside, making the time, to take the time to sit outside and listen. And this is why you hear all of the spiritual people that can't recommend meditation enough. And I know it's very hard to stop and sit still and close your eyes. So this is why I brought painting back into my life. I always tell the story about my mom's wicked sense of humor, and I can remember telling her when I was a little girl that I wanted to be an artist. And she said, "You won't be famous until you're dead." Having a sip of my coffee. And as a little girl, a little kid, try to compute that into your head. Anyway, long story short, when I got into solitude, I started thinking about all of the things I could do in solitude. Gardening, building a little water structure for bees so they would leave my garden alone. I've got bird feeders. I've got hummingbird feeders. Now I'm happy as a lark if I've got my weight in peanuts and birdseed. Trust me. It speaks volumes. It just feeds my soul. So you've got to let go of everything. And Ganesha is another reminder. Let go of the ego. Let go of the materials. Let go of the worldly things. And go within and embrace who you are. So when I tell you guys I'm beginning my new life, let me tell you something. I began my life in 2019. That's when it really started, because I was finally, my kids and I manifested this little cottage we live in. Because before that, we lived in a motel and we lived with friends. We had a rough start. And that first place we got fell through. We fell apart because we still had not learned our lessons. And the universe gave us another 6 months to live with a family. And we lived in a room together. And we had our 2 dogs. Meanwhile, my cats were still in the veterinary storage, if you know what I mean. And that cost. But I wasn't about to give up my cats. It wasn't their fault. I finally learned to let go of everything because I had to, number one. And because number two, I learned what was most important. And it was me. Finally taking responsibility for my life, for what happened, for what I was doing, for what I said, for what I thought. Everything, every single thing I was doing was contributing to where I was at in my life. And having the rug yanked out from underneath me, and finally solidly having to look at my life, made me realize I hadn't lost my life. But what do you always hear? God gave you brains. You are a powerful creator. And I had manifested my life in the way that it was. So, getting this cottage here and going within all those years, and you see the Young Living link on my page, click that and look around. Because when you take those bottles of oil and you're sitting outside listening to the birds and you're quiet with your thoughts, those oils take you into yourself. People say, what do you do with a bottle of oil? You can smell it. Put a few drops in the palms of your hands and just sniff it and take it in and be quiet for a damn moment and listen. Think of, my little girl would say, the first thing that pops into your head. Listen. Listen to what the universe is telling you. All your aches and pains, the universe is talking to you. Learn to love your body as well as you love yourself. That is part of yourself. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your throat, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your hands, your feet. You take yourself everywhere you go. This is why you cannot run away from your problems. You've got to sit with them until you identify what's going on and make peace. Only then will you be able to move through your life. Nature is the best place that I can recommend you do it. So, that's my message for today in a nutshell. You guys, look up Goddess Ganesha and see what he represents. I've always loved elephants. I wanted one when I was a little girl. Elephants are so wise. The females stick together for life. They're very loving, just like all animals. They're just like we are. They just have a different outside package. We're not better than they are. We're different. That's all. Just like Goddess Ganesh has the elephant head. Look it up and you'll see why he has the head of an elephant. But I will leave you with these words today. Remember to love yourself first. If you still have the inspiration to do what makes your heart pound with joy, do it. Don't stop. Don't give it up. Don't give it a rest. Don't give it the keys to your car. Don't get off your bicycle. Don't hand your life over to another for the sake of yourself, because they can't possibly hold up to your needs. Only you can do that. There's ups and downs, good days and bad days. But when you stay grounded and remember who you are and that you're a powerful creator and that you love yourself, and that means warts and all, accept your plight and realize you put yourself where you are, but you're right where you are supposed to be. And count your blessings. The rewards will come. There are rewards in every single day. I love you all. I will be back soon, and I will be further along with my painting. It's hard to paint and talk at the same time, if you hadn't noticed. Anyhow, my rough sketch with my paintbrush of Goddess Ganesh. Look him up. Educate yourself. Education is a beautiful thing. It doesn't always have to come with the four walls in a classroom. Trust me on that. That is stale and old and being left by the wayside. Oh, yes. There is wisdom within you, miles and miles deep. I love you all. Happy Sunday. I'll talk soon with you.